Right. Un momento. Okay, I've just spent the day down the city. My feet and my legs are killing me. Okay, this is London Wall. It's actually the London Wall now. It's a bit. I'm rather surprised how quiet this is. I mean, the lockdown has kind of been gradually raised, and it's been busy. Well, in all the sort of suburbs and things, it's quite busy. But well, in fact, every park I've ever seen has been more packed than I've ever seen it. Probably by a factor of 3 to 5. My local one, there was a Black Lives Matter event going on with some stalls and things. I decided not to film it or photograph it because I just didn't want anybody zeroing on my location. Such sort of nasty, vicious people in the world at the moment. Can't quite work out what's going on, really, because they seem to have very little morals in their behaviour and their actions and their words and the things that they say on social media, but they act and talk as if they are the ones that are morally superior, and it's very bizarre. I don't quite know what to make of it. The other thing is, they argue with me, and you can't. And if anything, with my background, my history, my daughter, what she's been through, and we're not talking about something that's gone on for 6 months. We're not talking about something that's gone on for a year or two. I mean, the worst of it, when it really got out of hand, it's been going on, and it's now mid-June 2020. It's been going on really since 2012. Well, no, 2011. And technically, it's been going on since about 1995. And in that time, people, there's always someone, in that time, all government departments, police, social workers, and I was not aware at the time, also NHS, have failed in their duties repeatedly. I was aware of the courts and the police and the social workers and councils. I mean, I'm not saying easy. I used to have friends who used to say to me, "Oh, you're just getting, an idiot." But after 3 or 4 years of this, I'd say to people, no. You can't get that many idiots without fail, time after time, for 4 or 5 years in a row. There's a reason. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, his most famous quote was, "When all that was possible was ruled out, whatever remains, however improbable, has to be the truth." Now, unfortunately, his books and the series and movies based on the character have been around for many, many decades, but the general wider public seem to have forgotten those words. And when I try to remind them of it, what I discovered, they just dismissed it. Today it's a different story. Today they know. There's still some that don't really want to admit it. Unfortunately, that's been a clever ploy that the left did for a very long time. Don't like main roads even when they're not busy, so let's go this way. At the back of Moorgate underground station. Anyway, I digress. So today is date 13th of June 2020. It's just so strange in London to see London this quiet. As a Londoner at my age, it's just bizarre. It wasn't quiet down at St Stephen's Parade, the square, Parliament Square. It wasn't quiet. I went there the other week. It wasn't quite at Trafalgar Square. I tried to... that was badly arranged. I tried to go down there to help. I thought I didn't arrange it beforehand on Twitter. I kind of hoped I'd see people I know, but because this is going on everywhere, I wasn't sure of the people I knew the faces of. There was one possible guy, one possible lady. But unfortunately, as I got closer at the end of St Stephen's Parade, I could hear the noise and I could see the police vans. Then I was passed by a group. It's quite unusual, funny really, because as I got off to look, and there were people just going about their normal lives, but a can of beer whizzed past my head, which was rather strange. So I wasn't sure if there was different areas with different groups protecting different monuments and statues. I don't know. I walked past New Scotland Yard, so didn't even know it had moved. I spoke to some police, and apparently it had moved a few times. I think it was on its third address, I believe, or fourth address. So I passed there. I'd already passed a group that were walking along, marching, yelling. I mean, they seem, I don't know, more like these football lads lot. I don't know what they call them. So quite possibly those. And then when I got to Parliament Square, there was another lot, and the police had cordoned off the square, so I couldn't get past. I then got hit in the foot by a bottle, so my right sock probably smells of beer. So I did a bit of filming for that, and then couldn't see what, trying to figure a way through. You couldn't get down Whitehall, so I went down onto the South Bank embankment, along that over the next bridge. I can never remember the bridge, and then back across. So I came up another way. You still couldn't get through, so I was going around all the little side streets. Eventually I ended up in Charing Cross Road, and it was then, because really I thought I was going down there and would see a few people I know. I didn't expect it to be quite as rowdy as it was. So tried to go around the back, ended up in Charing Cross Road, and it was then I suddenly noticed a few Antifa looking people, but there wasn't very many. So legs are really tired, so I've decided to walk with the bike. for a bit. I couldn't believe they were RockShox Reba forks. They are, even though there's no decals on them. Yeah, so I ended up on Charing Cross Road. People again. Just when you don't want them, you see them pop out. Beetles emerging from a pupa on a piece of dead wood. So yeah, I did see some people. I ended up in St James's Park where I then spotted a load of unusual ducks and geese. I was photographing them. Oh, there was another group of lads, and then there were some people protecting some statues down there. So I took pictures and some film. Didn't get the film with the can of beer missing my head by about 2 inches, or the bottle hitting me in the foot, which wasn't Antifa, it wasn't them, it was the angry mob. Can't really blame them for being angry, and if I have to admit, you know, throwing bottles over the tops of the police and the vans is only going to hit innocent members of the public, which is not going to give you a very good image. I don't know how many times I have to tell these idiots that, but anyway, maybe they were just drunk. I mean, that hit me. I mean, I'm not really fussed by it, but somebody could have got injured. And you know, you're missing the police by about 20 yards at the rate of arc that thing was climbing before it came down. I mean, right, maybe you were drunk, but sure you weren't that drunk, because that was one terrible shot. And that's because you was aiming for my foot, and I wasn't even in line of sight. So I didn't get in there. I mean, it seemed to be quiet in the centre. I mean, I could see people. I was filming, I was taking photographs. I could see people towards the centre, and they were just sort of, I don't know, sitting around one of the statues, which I think the base was, there was a few, some of the bases boxed up, probably where the etchings are, the names. Some were completely boxed up, like you'd seen on Twitter. Bloody hate Twitter, I really do. Such an evil, nasty presence in the world that lords it about the world like it's some kind of deity, right, running around, right, allowing a really nasty, evil goon squad to do and say and threat and dox as much as they want, and then they suspend you for trying to defend yourself. And it's gone on for so long now, it's got to the point where I would cheer by a bottle of Carver champagne if I ever saw bulldozers raising some of these headquarters to the ground. Because I'm sorry, you lost any chance of excuses several years ago. You've turned into an evil arm of someone or something that seems intent on fueling a divide to create or incite violence and bring about civil war, which the left seem to want to incite, along with Antifa and that other bloody new one I've come across now, Refuse Far. They'll quite happily incite it and then run away, stand in the shadows, and then step forward and take over and say, see, I told you there was trouble and there was this, there was that, when it was them that caused it. I mean, I don't even know, you know. Hello, what's going on over there? I'm not sure where I am at the moment. Call myself a Londoner. I keep getting lost, and I kind of put that down to my memory. Am I still recording? 14 minutes. Well, I thought it was longer than that. I was about to quit because I thought I'd gone on for an hour. Kind of going and sometimes I have to look around. I mean, some places are the same but I don't remember. Some places are the same but I do remember. And some places there's just all new buildings. Half of the road that I used to know is just completely different, and I turn a corner where I think I know where I am, and then I'm lost. And it's quite unsettling. It just doesn't, there's nobody there. Once upon a time I probably could have gone a mile in either direction and knocked on the door of 24 people that I know. Now I couldn't even hope to see somebody I know walking down the streets. Anyway, I digress. So yes, I didn't get to I thought I finally made an effort, although admittedly not very well planned, and I did get down there a bit late, but got there I did. Oh, I think I'm near Whitecross Street. Oh. So I'm near Old Street. Yeah, I said I could go a mile in any direction and knock on the door of somebody I know. My great-grandmother, in fact, the funny thing is, on the way down here, rushing a little bit with just one the cheapest of 3 cameras. I didn't want to risk the other 2 because I wasn't sure what was going to happen. Because if I ended up needing to defend people, physically defend them I would. Sorry. So I didn't want to do that with even a £550 camera, let alone a £3,000 camera, which are the only 2 things I have to my name along with this bike presently. I didn't want to risk them, so I had a little Nikon compact type from years ago, so I bought that, which is what I'm using right now. And parrot. Now I would normally stop filming and take a picture of that, but I don't, not using a professional camera, so I'm not going to. Sometimes I might have even taken a picture of it before. The Whitecross tab. So I must be, yes, I'm in Whitecross Street. So yeah, I am a Londoner. I'm just not doing a very good impression. My family actually my great-grandmother, Old Street. Her house, I haven't seen it for 20-30 years. I think she died about 30 years ago. I was maybe in my 20s, and I went to the house with her son, my grandfather, who used to be a nice man, but he then turned into a dickhead. Everybody seems to turn horrible. I just don't know what's going on. I could really do a talk sciencey. Oh, maybe I should do that. Maybe I should end this talking about the riot and then walk along doing the sciencey. Yes, let's do that.